Testing, test. Okay, I think that we're live. And I think that our Google Hangout is also up and running. So let me come over here and make sure that we're not doubling over on our feedback. Had my jams on, getting pumped. And okay, great. Doesn't look like we're going to have any feedback. If we do, just go ahead and jump in our event page and send me a little note. It should pop up here on my phone and let me know. But it is straight up 8 o'clock, you guys. And looks like we have some viewers jumping on. I know we're going to have a really great group tonight. So I'm going to turn my notifications off so I don't even see this business. So let's just give everybody one more minute to jump on, and then we'll get started. If you don't already have your glass of wine or your coffee, go grab it. I've got my green tea here, getting all cozy up in here. And also, I'm not always super tech savvy, so I'm going to try to screen share this business, and hopefully there won't be any issues. Okay, it looks like I'm going to be able to do that pretty easily. Again, if you're not seeing the slides or my screen or something, then just post a little note in our event page on Facebook so that I can fix that. And I'm actually going to put one last little note in here for everybody in our event page. Whoops. Just to remind everybody. Copy link. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to say we are on live. And I think there's a little bit of delay. So just be aware of that. Okay. It's 8:01 p.m. And, got some more viewers jumping on. Okay, cool. I got that message. Ashley, thanks for sending me that. I'm super excited too. Okay, you guys, so it's 8:02. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this thing. I want to first off welcome you to this live inside look tonight into this amazing thing called coaching. You are either here tonight because you were invited by me, or another amazing Resonate Nation coach invited you. So welcome. I also really want to commend you for being here tonight because there's so many other things that we could be doing. I know you guys are busy. You know, I'm really busy. There's so many other things that we could be doing, but I sincerely love that as a coach in this business, I get to be around people who are dreamers and believers and who really look outside of the box of their circumstances and really believe that their life can be different, that they don't have to stick to the same status quo or, just what everybody else always does, and that they can do something different if they want to with their life. And so that's what tonight is all about. We're going to give you some snippets of info and some juicy details on what this coach life is like and what it's like to be a girl boss in Resonate Nation. So let me go ahead and hop over to a little presentation here. Actually, let's go to, no, I think that's the version that you can't see. Sorry. You know what, we're just going to stay in this view just in case, because I don't want to switch to the the larger view and it's somehow cut off. Don't ask me why, but I used to use Zoom software and I switched to Google Hangouts, and I just haven't always been able to make my presentation showed up. So let me just double check one more time that it's showing. Okay. So, so being a rock star in Resonate Nation. Well, what is Resonate Nation? It's actually my team. My name is Julie Hopkins. For those of you who don't know me or were invited by somebody else or just stumbled onto this call tonight, my name is Julie Hopkins, and I am the founder of Team Resonate. And you can see here just some images of some of the family and community and fun that we have on this team. That is one of the amazing things about being a coach, is being surrounded by such positive, encouraging, excited, driven, just rock star women, powerhouse moms, who are, also just like you and me, just normal, everyday ladies, but they just have a passion to help other people, to serve other people, and to really live their best life. So a little more about me. I have 3 amazing little boys, Nigel Townsend Truman, and I am married to an amazing man, Daniel, who we've been married, 7, 8 years. I know I'm so terrible, but I don't have the best number memory. But either way, it's been an amazing 7 or 8 years. I'm also a lifetime Diamond coach on TKO Nation, which was ranked number 13 at the end of last year out of about 400,000 coaches. Again, my number memory is not that great. In fact, it's probably more than that by now, because the company is just flourishing and growing and just really thriving. So it's really incredible to be a part of such an amazing organization in this company. And you can see in the picture there that I have, a happy face, and because I was really happy. This was about 8 months into my journey as a coach, and I'm still enjoying it just as much, but actually way more now than I even was at this time last year. But even though you can see in this picture how, happy and how much healthier that I look in the picture, that's not how it always was. I actually started, became a coach when I was stressed, fatigued. I had stage 4 adrenal fatigue. I was suffering with postpartum depression. I was just really unhappy with where I was in my life, and I had, basically, in a sense, really hit rock bottom. I had always had a dream of being a stay-at-home mom, and that had always just been part of the plan for me. But after my husband and I got married, we had 3 surprise pregnancies in a row. And although we couldn't have been more happy to have our 3 boys, it definitely was not the plan that we had written out as far as the timeline went. But how many of you know that your life doesn't always go according to the plan. In fact, more often it does not. So it was at that time that I became really stressed from finances. We had had 3 births that were not covered by insurance, and we had insane student loan bills and debt. And it was pretty clear that I needed to find some work. And so I did. I went back to work as a full-time corporate regional operations director for the Central Texas region of a nonprofit company. And I, was good at my job, but I was totally unhappy. I did not want to be at work. I wanted to be at home with my kids, nurturing them, and not only just being home, but being mentally present when I was home. Because even when I was home with my kids, I felt like I was working 24 hours a day. I was tired of saying, I can't read this book with you, I have to write this email, or I can't play with you because I have to, make this call for work. I was tired of finding babysitters for my kids so that I could go to meetings. And I was, on top of that, struggling with losing all the postpartum baby weight. I had no energy from my adrenal fatigue. And even when I tried to get out and go for a run, I just felt unhealthy. And a lot of that was because I was living off carbs and coffee, which was just sort of my survival mode of, I've got to get enough energy to get through these next 5 minutes. And then in 5 minutes, when I crash again, I'm going to grab something to get me through the next 5 minutes. And it was just fueling this unhealthy, low energy, cortisol messed up physical situation. And so I was depressed. My hormones were all over the place, and I was just a big old mess. And it was about that time I really got, kind of desperate. And I'd already been praying, being a faith-based person. I was really seeking what I thought God wanted me to do. And I just began really praying often that for the Lord to show me something else. I just couldn't believe that was the best thing, that was the Lord's best for me. And so I really began praying in faith that something else was going to come along. And it was about that time that a good friend of mine said, who was completely, unaffiliated with Beachbody or coaching, said, hey, I tried this really amazing product that I think you would really enjoy. And it was called Shakeology. I think that you should try it out while you're trying to lose weight and get your energy back and all of that. So I went searching for some information about Shakeology, and that's when I actually stumbled onto information about the coaching opportunity. And, whereas for some people, it's, really they've never done before, and they're, not really sure how it all works. I was in the exact same shoes as that, but I had an immediate knowing, like in my heart, as crazy as that sounds, that this was exactly what I was supposed to do. And so I immediately contacted my old high school friend and got signed up as a coach. I ordered my first Shakeology and challenge pack. I did PiYo, which is a Pilates and yoga based program, which I love so much that I got certified in it and am now a PiYo instructor. But I went on to do 21-day fix. I lost almost 30 pounds using Shakeology, doing the programs, the accountability and challenge groups. And then I went on about 6 months later to be making enough money, enough of an income as a coach to be able to quit my full-time job to stay home with my kiddos and really focus on helping my team, helping more people, and doing this thing that was my new passion that I really believed that God had led me to and called me to do. So that's sort of my story of how I went from, rock bottom to being a stay-at-home mom boss. And it's been amazing ever since. Now we have this incredible team of rock star coaches who are doing the same thing in their lives. We're paying off student loan debt. We're paying off our cars. We are, really just doing everything we can to have more freedom in our life, both financially and, just even in our schedules. And my husband and I have some pretty big goals and dreams that we feel like God's put in our hearts. And so this team is, we're taking them there as well. So this is a little bit of history about Beachbody, and we're not going to go through all of it. I like to lay it out there just to give you sort of a visual of the timeline, but a lot of people don't know how Beachbody originated. John Condon and Carl Daikeler actually got together back in the late 90s to form what most people think of in Beachbody as the infomercial company. And the amazing programs most people know, like P90X and Turbo Fire, Brazilian Butt Lift, were all products of that infomercial generation of Beachbody. Carl and John really wanted to provide amazing at-home fitness programs that people could do at home with amazing top-notch personal trainers without having to go out to the gym and actually pay a personal trainer that they had to meet with on a regular basis. And so that was the original company. But what they found after they created the message board, which that dates this whole thing quite a bit, that was like old school internet days, was that people who would get on the message board and chat with other customers and people who had used the programs about how to do it, tips, things that worked for them and things that didn't, was they were having way more success than the people who were just doing it solo on their own at home without using the message board or the chat board. So John and Carl decided we really need to find a way to create a peer-to-peer support system for these new customers where they can team up with somebody who's already done the program before, and they can help walk them through it so that they will get better results and more people will get more results. And that was sort of how the network of coaches was born about six years ago now. And that's what we know now as the network. And they created a way for Beachbody to compensate these coaches for helping and walking with these other people who were trying to lose weight or tone up or whatever their goals were, walking them through the programs, showing them what's worked for them, and really help them achieve healthy and fulfilling lives, which is the mission of Beachbody. So that's how the network was created and what we all know now as coaches. So a lot of people ask me, what is coaching? And the thing that really comes to mind that everything we do falls under as coaches is living our best life. And something that Beachbody developed is called the 3 vital behaviors, which are the 3 things as coaches that everything we do falls under. And the first one is being the product of the product. And what does that mean? Well, that's basically living your best life physically. If we're going to be telling other people, how to be healthy, if we're going to be teaching them how to live a healthy lifestyle and encouraging them and inspiring them to do the same, then we need to be doing the same thing. We need to be walking the walk, right? And so being a product of the product is essentially, doing and being example of what you are helping other people to do. And there's a lot of accountability built into that as well. But really, that's just, in my opinion, it's just about character and integrity, right? We want to be healthy for ourselves. We want to take care of ourselves. And we want to lead that example of a healthy lifestyle, which, what does that mean? That means eating healthy. That means eating clean. It means exercising on a daily basis. It means, drinking plenty of water and, stretching, all of the things that it is to be healthy. That's being a product of the product. The second vital behavior that all coaches follow is personal development. And what is that? Well, that's basically living your best life mentally. It's really built into our job description to pursue growth in every area of our life, bettering ourselves through reading 10 pages or listening to 10 to 20 minutes of audio every day that helps us become more confident and be the best version of ourselves. That's what personal development is. So, meeting a faith-based person, that's doing my devotional every morning. That's then I turn around and I read a leadership book or a book on how to be a better wife or a better mom. Anything like that, how to, be a better leader for your team. That's all about personal development. And then last is inviting. Inviting is living your best life by helping other people live a better life. And that, may sound kind of strange, but that's essentially reaching out and sharing with other people what you're doing and inviting them to join you in becoming healthier with you. Your goal as a coach is to find out how you can help other people. And what's so cool about coaching is that there's so many different levels that you can help people on. You can help people by inviting them to a free 7-day group. You can teach them how to eat clean. You can teach them how to get their water in. You can teach them how to set goals. You can teach them how to do all kinds of things in monthly free groups. You can invite people to join a challenge group where you're going to hold them accountable. You're going to teach them how to get it portions in, how to make sure that every single day they are setting themselves up with a plan to create those habits that are going to establish a lasting, healthy lifestyle. And then you can also invite people to join your team, which is going to help them in so many more ways than just being healthy. It's definitely going to provide the accountability of living and sticking to that healthier life, but it's going to provide them the opportunity for more financial freedom. It's going to provide them the opportunity to grow as a leader, to expand their relationships, and to create their own community and family of friends that they would want to work with on a daily basis, freeing up everything about what their life looks like, their circumstances, their schedule. There's just so many ways that you can help people through inviting. And those are the 3 vital behaviors of a coach. So what does a Beachbody coach do? Well, obviously we just talked about the 3 vital behaviors, but when you break that down, what does that look like? Well, a coach runs online fitness and support groups at least once a month. At this point, as a coach, I do 2 a month, but a lot of my coaches start out and still do 1 health and fitness group a month. These are usually run through Facebook. We do have a cool new app for smartphones that we can use now as well. But this is the group where you just check in every single day to inspire and motivate them. And I'll tell you a little bit more about how those work in a minute. But a coach also talks to people that they know, people who are reaching out to them or who they've just met, who know that they're a coach, and helps them determine which programs are best for them. We really talk to people about what their goals are. I might, someone might express a need to me, or they might just reach out because they know I'm a coach, and I really walk them through what are your struggles? How can I help you? What do you need the most help with? What are your biggest goals for fitness long term? How do you eat? What's your nutrition like? And once we figure out where they're at and what their goals are, then we can help them pick the best Beachbody program or product to solve that problem, the best solution for them. Then we can get them set up in that online fitness and support group to really give them the accountability. So I'm going to walk with them through those programs in that group on Facebook every single day for the 21, 30, 60, or 90 days, however long the group is. And of course, once one group is over, they can always roll into another one, because the goal there is to stay with people and to help them as long as they need to reach their goal. The next thing that we do, besides building relationships to help people solve their problems and running that online fitness and support group once a month, is we run a free group once a month. Because as coaches, we are not just interested in getting something from people, and we want to make sure that we are running groups where we are offering something for people, for anybody, without expecting anything in return. And that's what those free groups are. They really help us to build relationships with people and more people, and make new friendships, but also let people know that we're there for them, whether they are looking for a product to solve a problem or not. We're here to help, and we want to add value to other people's lives, and we do that through 1 free group a month. And then, of course, as said before, the last thing we do on a daily basis is lead by example. What does that look like practically? Well, that looks like posting on social media 3 to 5 times a day. That may sound like a lot at first if you're not a big social media person, but I had absolutely no experience on social media and only about 150 friends when I became a coach. So that really doesn't determine anything. Once you learn how to use Facebook, once you learn how to post on social media, it really becomes second nature, posting 3 to 5 times a day. But it's so essential that we do that, because how do people know that we are there to help if we're not showing them? And how do people know that we know how to live a healthy life and that we can help them live one if we aren't telling people about it? So those are really some of the basic things that we do. Building relationships and inviting people, running 1 to 2 online fitness and support groups a month, running 1 free group a month, and posting 3 to 5 times a day on social media, leading by example. So a little bit more about challenge groups. For someone who's never been in a group before, you might be wondering what that looks like. Well, the most typical, the most common type of group is a 21-day group, because obviously it takes 21 days to form a new habit. And in these groups, it's a closed online Facebook group, so no one outside of the group can see what's going on inside of the group. And everyone who participates as a challenger has purchased a challenge pack, which is a fitness and nutrition combo kit. So the nutrition portion is Shakeology, and they come together in a discounted set so that we are getting them everything that they need to hit the ground running, not only with what they're eating and their nutrition, but also with their workouts. And in that group, we build a community with other like-minded people who are also going after goals. We get everyone excited about this, learning this new lifestyle and making these changes. And then we just keep them pumped up. We keep them motivated. We share recipes. We share tips. We share our own, sweaty selfies and pictures of our healthy meals. We share meal plans. I give everybody a meal plan and a shopping list for my groups. We just provide them with as much support as possible so that every day we're saying, you can do it, don't give up. The rule in these groups is that they must check in every single day, because that's how we help hold them accountable. And without that accountability factor, the results are much likely going to be much less. That's also the group where you can find out if they need help with anything. They can jump in and post, hey, someone brought donuts to the break room at work. What should I do? And everyone can jump in and say, don't do it. But this is where you as a coach will log in here every day to interact and help them get their results. Okay, so big question. How do we earn as coaches? Well, first off, we earn weekly, which is awesome. And second off, we earn every Thursday morning via direct deposit. So you may have seen on Thursday mornings, everybody in Beachbody world blowing up social media with awesome news about their income and their team growing and awesome things that have happened. That's because Thursday's payday. But how do we earn that money? Well, as coaches, we earn 25% of retail commissions, which I don't know if you've ever worked in commission retail before, but 25% is pretty awesome. And you get it off everything that you sell. So what would that look like? For example, if you're talking to somebody who says, I had no time to work out during the day, but I really need to get in there, pack a punch in my workout, get an easy, nutritious, vitamin-packed meal that I can take on the go, and that's what I'm looking for. You can say, awesome, you sound like you need a T25 challenge pack. And boom, you automatically earn $70 commission from that one person that you helped, direct deposited to your account Thursday morning. And that's pretty standard. So then your goal each month is to help 3 to 5 people do that very thing, get started with a challenge pack. And so whether, depending on which week of the month, you are able to help the most people, that will determine which weeks are larger than others. But you can see monthly, that's pretty much the goal and standard for what you're shooting for. Then beyond that awesome 25% retail commission, you also have extra income potential from building your team. So you could stay there and you could say, I'm going to be a commission coach, and you can make a really great income doing that. Or if you want to grow an even larger income, maybe replace an entire salary, or really build big like some of our six-figure earners in our organization, then building your team and being a team builder is where you would want to go next. The ranks that are very detailed here, we're not going to go into all of that. But basically in your first month as a coach, your goal is to find 2 people who want to join you as a coach. And that is pretty easy. Most coaches do that overnight. I know my husband signed up, and then an old college friend signed up right away. And that takes you to Emerald, and that is a huge step because that's when you can start earning cycle bonuses, which is where that residual team building income is going to come from. As we go through our new coach training, we explain a lot more about that, because if you don't really know much about it, it can get really confusing. But basically, every month, your goal is to find 2 people to help by getting them started in their own coaching journey. And as you increase by 2, when you get to Diamond, that is the biggest rank within Beachbody, because it's really your first step in becoming a leader. And that is the highest level of cycle bonus payment that you can earn as a coach, is when you reach Diamond. And then beyond that, Star Diamond and 15 Star Diamond have some extra perks, because you also get quarterly bonuses from them and things like that. But like I said, that can get kind of confusing. But what you need to know there is that the sky is really the limit on whatever you want to make this out to be. Something else really cool that we do as coaches is we get to earn free trips just by hitting our own goals. So we already have our own goal to help 3 to 5 people anyway, because, obviously it's our goal to help people. We want to be making a difference. We want to be earning that commission and income every month. But something cool that Beachbody gives us is points and dollars towards trips when we are doing that already anyway. So last year I got to go to Cancun, and I earned a completely free trip again the following year to on the SS Beachbody to Jamaica, which was actually about a week or 2 ago. I did not get to go, so sadly, because my boys, we just could not work out a way for me to be gone for a week, just with, mom life stuff going on and their commitments. But I will definitely be on the trip next year because I am already set it in my goal to earn the trip again for next year and to earn it for my hubby. So I'm super excited for that. Also, we have an annual trip every year that's for all coaches called Summit. That's going to be in Nashville again this year. It's amazing. Team Resonate is going to represent in that place this summer. And when you help 3 to 5 people your first 3 months as a coach, which is a piece of cake, you earn your free ticket to Summit and a personal call with CEO Carl, which is amazing because he is so cool. So it's just extra, incentives to do what's already in your own best interest when you're helping people, is earning these amazing trips, getting to, be in Cancun for a week for an all expense paid resort trip with some of your best friends that you don't normally get to see, because a lot of us live on the other side of, the internet. But it's amazing to be a part of that. And oh my gosh, hold on one second. My battery's running out. Let me grab my cord. Sorry, guys. I thought I'd already plugged this in. Right? Always something, right? Okay, so Cancun last year, Jamaica this year, and Punta Cana next year is where we're all going to be. So I would love to have you there with us. Now, time commitment, a lot of people's big question when they are, figuring out how they're going to fit this into their life, what it's going to look like, is, how much time is this going to take every day? How much time do I, need to put into it? How much should I put into it? And something really cool that we've developed on our team is the Power Hour. Now, based on what your goals are of how far you're wanting to take this, if you're just thinking I want to do this more as a hobby coach part-time, excuse me, obviously your hours will look different than somebody who is, wanting to be more of a business builder full-time. But what's really cool is that the very base time commitment that we suggest for everyone is the Power Hour. It's basically all the necessary tasks of a successful coach broken down into a very manageable 1 hour per day. Now, obviously, when you're very first getting started, that's going to be, a very long hour because you're just figuring it all out. But once you've been doing it for a few months, I say there's about a 3-month learning curve. Some people are able to compact that down to 30 minutes. I mean, if you're just one of those super focused people who just sits down and gets to business. But all of those daily tasks can be done in an hour. At this point, since I do this, full time, and it's what I do when I'm home with my boys, I actually break it up a little differently. And sometimes I'll do, 3 hours on Sunday afternoon, and I'll break it up a little differently some other days of the week. And so there's so much flexibility. But if we were going to break it down into, daily, what should this look like? An hour a day. And this to-do list is available to you to help you grow your business without spending a ton of time on it. And we've had a ton of coaches within the organization who have built seriously 6-figure businesses off just an hour a day. So obviously this is a focused hour a day. So it's during a time when you're not going to have interruptions, when your kids aren't going to be in the room with you. Hopefully not your most exhausted hour of your day. You don't want to wait until you're falling asleep ready for bed to do this. You want to at least have some energy, so maybe have some coffee. But it's a really cool resource that we have that keeps you on track with just, only an hour a day. So let's say that you are ready to give this a shot. You're going to sign up this month and start with us in our new coach apprenticeship for April. What would your first month look like? Well, in your first month, tonight you would get signed up. We'd get you started with a challenge pack and, get you registered to Resonate Nation. Then I or whatever coach invited you here with Team Resonate will send you a new coach email with all of your first steps on how to get set up, how to get started, and some things to go ahead and start working on. And then you'll set up a getting started right call with them to go through within the next 72 hours. So between today and Thursday. And then you would cover the basics with them in that, get enrolled in the new coach apprenticeship program, which is another online Facebook group. So it's really easy to access. And we cover one topic a day. And then in your first month, you will plan for and start your first 7-day clean eating free group, which is going to get you started off learning how to use Facebook, how to run, a group, how to add value to people and help people for free. And while you're doing that, you're going to be going through the basics of the apprenticeship program. In your first month, you're going to help 3 to 5 people, which is going to qualify you for something really cool called Success Club and have you on your way to earning that free ticket to Nashville, Summit in Nashville. And you're also going to have a goal of going emerald in your business so that you can go ahead and start earning those team cycle bonuses from Beachbody and adding that extra bonus income to your commissions right off the bat. Then in your second month, you're going to run your first 21-day health and fitness challenge group. And of course, a ton of people are going to get amazing results from your clean eating group because we have a template and meal plan that's been created already that we're going to provide you. And so once they see their amazing results from that group, they're going to be addicted. They're going to want to move forward and, get even healthier and more fit, especially for the summer. And they are going to jump into your 21-day group. And that'll be for your second month when you can grow your team in from further to Ruby if you like, and make even larger cycle bonuses on top of your commissions. But that's what your first month at a glance would look like. So you're ready, right? You're like, how can I jump into this as fast as I can? How much is it to get started? That's something I want to clear up before we get off of this call. The best way to sign up as a coach is with the challenge pack. There's actually 2 ways. That is by far the best way because it provides you with everything that you need to get started. If starting up your business as an entrepreneur, has any capital involved, this is your capital because you're getting discounted workout programs. You're going to have workouts that you're going to get familiar with. So you're going to know the products. You're going to have an experience with the products. You're going to be losing your own weight, getting healthy and fit on your own, which is going to be like a walking testimony of the products. It also gives you a month's supply of Shakeology so that you really know firsthand the benefits of that. You can find a flavor that you like. And when you do that, you have everything you need to be a successful product of the products, practice what you preach, and really be ready to jump off in your business. And it's those personal testimonies of how the products have transformed you and what they've done for you that people really relate to and really helps cast vision for what's possible in their lives. So you really want to get started using those products right away. The challenge pack replaces the other option, which is a $40 coach sign-up fee, where you sign up with $40 and you get started with nothing. And in that scenario, you're ready to go as a coach, helping people and making commissions, but you don't have any products yet. You're not really, starting your own journey with them and learning about them. So, it can make it just a little harder to talk about them with people when you're not using them yourself. But like I said, the challenge pack option actually waives that $40 sign-up fee. You get started for free. And after your first order there, your first sign-up, you immediately start saving 25% and get a 25% discount on all future purchases. So as you continue to use Shakeology each month, it's 25% off. It's super savings shipping, and all of that sweet stuff built in there. Okay, so in the next 24 hours, I would love for you to reach out to the person who invited you to this group, who told you about jumping on here, or if you just stumbled on, feel free to reach out to me and let them know what really appealed to you about the coach life. What are the things that you want to achieve? What are the things you want to change? What ways would you want to live a better life that you feel like Beachbody could really help you do that? And then which option appeals best to you? Some people will get to the end of this presentation and they'll think, I really want to be a coach. I'm really ready to jump in with both feet and just see what happens. And other people will say, well, I'm not sure if coaching is right for me yet, but I really like to be a customer and try some of these products. Let the person who invited you know those things, and they will work with you to help you find, what you need to reach your goals. And then think about what can becoming a coach do for you. If you could do anything, if you could, if you want to send your kid to that school, or you'd like to make more money just even for small things like paying for swim lessons in the summer, or going on a family vacation. What are some of the things that you would like that you think coaching could help you do? And then start thinking about who you can help. Who do you know in your life right now who wants to lose weight, who wants to get healthier, who needs to do those things, who struggled with those things. Who could you help right away? And then talk with the coach who invited you about all those things. So thanks so much for joining us, you guys. Sorry, went a couple of minutes over what we were planning on, but I really wanted to get you all that info. I'm so excited to talk to a bunch of you about joining the team, and we will talk to you soon. Let me screen share back over. And thanks so much, you guys. Screen share. I don't know how to cancel the screen share, you guys. But thanks so much for joining. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.